Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Get that out of there.
All right. Yeah, all right. It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? Listen, we are going to recap and get into this finale of RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 7, talk about the winner, talk about the top 4, the lip sync song, all of the above, the queens returning, and all of that in the quickest of fashions in my sort of way, if you will, just so we're clear. Young Bella, my love, I'm so excited to see you in the chat, my doll. Every time I see you, I've got to pull the voice together just because you are KK everything. And yes, that was my genuine reaction when I saw your sister come out in your dress. I said, just we're gonna talk about it. It was a show. This may not have been my favorite season, but it was my favorite for other reasons. One in particular in the live chat right now. But we'll keep it real. We'll keep it 100. Here, when I heard the final lip sync song, I was like, so wait, who came first? Because was it this one or was it the Sylvester? Either way, the Sylvester is the supreme sounding one. But I was just like, okay. But yeah, the top 2 made sense to me based off of how the show went down, based off of track record alone. And I think we went in the right direction for where it was worth. So it is what it is. Let's talk about my social medias and my links and then get on with the show because it has been a crazy 24, 36, 48 hours, I should say. If you didn't see, I posted it, but if not, happy Thanksgiving or belated one to those of you who celebrated out here in the States. And it's Black Friday out here, so people are out shopping like crazy. I would know because I had to go to 5 different stores today just to find one phone charger. I kid you not. 2 Targets, a Best Buy outlet, followed by what was that other store I went to? Went to a grocery store and I couldn't find one and ended up at a Best Buy nowhere near my home and was able to find said cord. But then if you know Best Buy and you know it's holiday season and you know how they have this weird setup with customer service and checkout all in the same area, I was in line for a good 35 minutes with only 4 people in front of me. Best Buy, do better. Because I was like, this is crazy. Do you want to sign up for this? Do you want to sign up for this? No. I just want to buy this cord so I can charge my phone. It was at 1%. Anywho, off of the story and all the rants. If you did want to find me in any of my social media links, any of the spaces or places, you can find all that in the about section of this YouTube channel. It'll take you where you need to go. I do reactions on Patreon for as low as $1 a month. I have the entire season of RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 10. I heard of the rumors for UK versus the World, the newest season coming up. I'm kind of excited about that. I'm like, oh, it'll be somewhat interesting. But if you want to catch all of that, plus Drag Race España, plus Canada's Drag Race, and Dragula Titans, as well as Welcome to Derry, and soon, because we're almost in December, Fallout Season 2. Check me out on Patreon, merch available at dragqueenmerch.com, bookable on Cameo. I have been given some troll requests recently, and I will decline, and I'm okay if whatever happens with the Cameo because of the many declines, but people have been trolling the Cameo, unfortunately, trying to make fun of me out of the video. So I think that's gross, but yeah, it is what it is. If you want to actually do a real Cameo request, please and thank you, send those. And then of course there's a PO box and some other things. Yes. Check all my social media links in the about section. And then yeah, let's go ahead and do this because I'm gonna have a couple things to say, but not too much. It is a program for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. Yes, I can say that. Yes, I do mean that. Just because I do do say it does mean that I mean it. Thank you. All opinions expressed by Matty-Rants and program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned in this program, so don't be rude. Grab your libations. I'm a little bit of a talker. Don't post any spoilers in the chat. Well, it's show's over with, but whatever. And if you feel uncomfortable to be in this program, consume some activity and have yourself a good poot. And if you want to throw a little love in my jar for your boy hosting with the most in today, please and thank you. It is PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924, as well as Venmo Matty-Rants. Let's go ahead and get on with the show. I hope everyone did have a good day yesterday. I'm a little stressed out because I know I also have to cover Canada's Drag Race tomorrow. So if you're a part of my Patreon, as soon as I finish this whole review, recap, whatever, I'm immediately going to go ahead and film Canada's Drag Race so I can get that posted for you tonight. And because I have plans tonight, it's another after Thanksgiving Friendsgiving game night that's happening. I got invited to just moments ago. So I need to get ready for that and everything else. Plus, if you want to catch my thoughts on Canada's Drag Race, it'll be live tomorrow around a little bit earlier than 2:30, maybe 1:30 probably, but I will be live almost around the same time. I'll give you the times and post it for you tomorrow, of course, but we'll be talking about episode 2. I believe we're going to get into an elimination, and I'm really hoping the Lucky Beaver has been reintroduced. I haven't seen the episode yet. I am excited to watch it right after this. So let's get into the finale of Drag Race UK. I also haven't had my leftovers yet, and I'm really excited to dig in because I will be eating during that Canada's Drag Race reaction. We lost Harris. Very sad. That's my booski, and I wanted to see them go to the finale, but Feelings of Katrin was able to find their way through, and of course, they're on to the finale itself. I am not about to do a bread and butter recap of this. I'm just going to be honest with you. We're going to ride right through. It is between Bones, and it's between Velma Dinkley. No, I'm kidding. It's between Elle Vosk and Bones. That's it. And I love Select's Addiction. And Katrin was a good time. It is between them two. That's it. They have to do an original song, of course, perform this on stage in front of the judges as, the last, act, of course, until we crown anybody, making their own original lyrics, of course, doing choreography with Claudemir's fine self. But that's it. This is the episode plus a whole lot of conversation. And I was here for the non-Tic Tac lunch, but tea with Rue. And I thought it was so lovely that the parents came out, whether it was moms or dads that, showed up. I was like, oh, this is so sweet. Right before right at the finale. Actually, here was my question. Did they get to sit there and watch it happen? That was my thing. Because if they're there was it the next day they had to film it, or was it the same day? I think that would be so cool if the parents got to actually watch the finale live with the cast and crew and see it go down together. But if this was previous day, it is what it is. But I just thought this was a super sweet moment. I almost assumed, why do we even need to do the baby pictures if your parent is here and we could almost have this moment right now? That's what I thought was going to happen, but it did not. But however, these were lovely conversations, a lot of cute, funny moments. Bones' mom's doing the tap dance, as well as Alexa's mom kind of embarrassing her real quick and not getting a little bit of a laugh. But, it was a cute moment. It was really sweet. Choreography was quick and to the point. Kyron also made an appearance at the beginning of this episode, middle of this episode. I'm moving through this so quickly here at 9 minutes. You would think that we were still talking about nothing. But no, Kyron comes in and does a, very much winner, chicken dinner. Let me sit down with you bitches and have a good time. And they do, going over their audition tapes. I do not care. Didn't. Rue, yes. This is one of my favorite looks I've seen you actually wear, baby. I was like, all right, strut, girl. Got the coat on, got the dress fitted. The dress was lovely there. I said the hair was right, the makeup was done. I said she came with it. This is the best she looked all season. I said, oh, nasty. I love when she dropped the coat too and she went into the pose. I said, yeah, Rue. This is it. This is it. With a good fisting glove. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I was like, all right. This is what I needed from the Rue. Michelle also looked good. Loved her outfit. Graham Norton, our favorite Keeler elf, given all the cookies in the world, and then Alan Carr, the funniest of the two on this panel. I was here for it, but the performance itself I thought was great. Bones to me had the best lyrics as well as sort of with the choreography going on. I thought that Katrin did a pretty good job, and I was enjoying her performance as well as Alexa. Some of the lyrics were a little like, oh. Bones to me had the best meat and bones with it. But I thought this was a cute little run. It was all like camp, if you will, very much the girls doing their bits, sort of slapping each other out the way. No, it's mine. No, it's mine. I'm taking it into a beautifully choreographed routine, which we all had highlighted moments. Plus the eliminated queens got to come out and strut their stuff too. Right there on the stage. Some people I felt were dressed more for the occasion, while others, gave what it needed to give. So wonderful performances by all. Pow. Let's get into the eliminated queens. Eleganza for the finale. In some universe, I'm getting credit for being able to get to a runway at 11 minutes and 17 seconds. Oh no, this is lies and fallacies. What do you mean I skipped most of the episode? Did you want me to sit there and explain for 10 minutes a sit down with them 4 people and then the parents come for 10 minutes? Did that need to happen? Did you want me to, for 5 minutes, talk about their lyrics and how they made those? Did you want me to go in for 7 minutes with Claude Beer and do all of that? I think this is the most appropriate recap I have ever done on this channel. And fuck that page that talks about me, because whatever. It is hard times in these streets, and I'm doing my best. I ain't sold my hopes yet, but we're getting there. Live. Canada will be more in depth tomorrow. There's way more going on. New personalities, ... We kind of knew where this was going. Let's be very honest with ourselves. We knew where this season was going. There's nothing wrong with the babies for that. It's not their fault. That, I would say, is production and storytelling issue. It was like, okay, we're not seeing it. Once you got some girls that had hardware out that actually seemed to be contenders for the crown, it was like, so it's just them girls. Just those two, right? It seemed like it was going to be the, y'all underestimated me, I'm about to win. But then when Bones got that third, I said, oh yeah, it's a wrap. Wrap this up. But skipping most of the episode, I'm doing us a favor. This is the best that Poussoir, Officer Poussau, excuse me. This is the best that Pasty has looked. And that's not shade. This is like literally her best runway given. I thought this was kind of a bop. I was like, all right, girl, you look good. You look good. Feminine far away. I was here for it. A faraway feminine fantasy. Gave. I said, this is gorgeous. I like this. Yeah. I like this a lot. Beautifully done. Whoever made this. Woo. Viola. I will say this one thing. Had they kept you longer in the competition, we would have had more drama. My God. She should be proud of herself. She is very talented. I just don't want to hear about it every time she speaks. But I thought this was actually a gorgeous look personally. It did remind me a little bit of Jinxie, if you will, a little Jinx Monsoon. It was Greek, the geek. That's what I thought. I said, limbs is giving a little, Jinxie, but I thought she actually looked gorgeous. I thought this was a beautiful dress. I was kind of here for it. Put her on another season. She would be entertaining again. Speaking of somebody else who I need to see again on my television screen, who is Icon, can't say the full thing, you have to silent the T, but it's Young Bella. As she gracefully steps on this runway, fully in her adorned garment that she made herself. Very much that girl. And I loved that. Excuse me, Chai T. Grande. I'm not done. I'm not done talking about the baby. It's gorgeous. Union Jack. Put you on my television screen again. Down. Sister, if you get a call for a US season, take that call. If you get a versus, take it. Take it now. Now, if you want to do a Michelle season, that's fine. I will watch for you, hun bun. Not this current season coming up, but I will watch with you for you. But if it's another, look, if Brooklyn call, I take it, and I'll be there for that. Global, if they do it again, whatever. I need you on my screen, baby. So yeah. I got my first super chat of the day. Thank you so much, THB. I really do appreciate it. If you compete in Drag Race, your NDA expired, but you got the bad edits, would you spill the tea of whole production, or you keep your mouth shut and secure the bag? Are you Willem or are you Jujubee? I want to be Willem in terms of like that. I get where you're saying in terms of like burn it down to the ground, because you also have your own career outside of this. So what do I need? Like, I did my time and it was very much, it gave you the opportunities, but also you were already a working girl. You feel me? I just know me when it comes to like a professional life. And I also know through my current journey right now, like, especially with what you put out, what you get back, this, that, and the other. I just don't think I would be the one once everything is over with to be like, let me tell you what happened. I think I've gotten to a point in my life where I would be, no, because I want to work, but I also don't want that to be the thing that is said about me. Maybe it's not about them. I'm not saying it is, but sometimes word travels fast and people like to make up that kind of stuff. So I'd rather be a professional in that sense. And it's nobody's business. You know what I mean? Not until I'm on my deathbed if it was anything crazy, but very much that. And nothing against that. I just, me right now, in my way of thinking, nah, I'm not here to burn nothing else down, child. I've already experienced my karmic events in terms of that. It's time to move in a different direction. But yes, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, let's continue on. Babies all look good. Chai tea grande, flat foot, no shoes, but this was beautiful and I loved it. Could have used a pump, but didn't need it. I was kind of here for it. That red, I'm never gonna get used to that lip, but I think she looked gorgeous and I thought this was beautiful and I was here for the presentation. Very much. I also thought to myself, did you have slippers? Because I just wouldn't walk around. No, that's just me though. I think it's my mother's voice in my head talking about put some damn shoes on before you walk out the door. I get it though. Cultural. Sally TM. Oh, God, another person who I need on my TV screen again. I love this. I loved all of it. I thought it was amazing. I was getting like a Lisa Frankenfurter bit. I don't know. I just thought it was a bop. I was kind of here for it. Loved all of it. It's everything. I love Sally. Put her on my TV again. Right now, bring Sally back. She's a good type gal. Sally, we love you over here. Just let you know. And the panel too, because we do have a group chat. We will have a panel episode very soon, everybody. But we in the group chat for the panel still. We as much as we weren't all like happy with said season, Sally, Bella, Taylor's, and a few others were our like, okay. Those are our babies. Page 3. I need you on my TV screen again, too. This is another one where I'm like, this was a great cast. I just didn't like the storytelling part of it, but pop off. Put her in the ring again. You are made for television, Paige. I need you now. Even in the group number, when they were doing the bit for the final four, Paige stood out. Not even just because she was in the front, but Mama was hitting the choreography hard. I was like, oh my God. But no, Paige looked good. This is everything to me. I was like, this is fire. I want her again. This is actually a very good cast. They got to put these queens in different spaces and places. Another queen who needs to come back, Bonnie and Clyde. This dress was right with God. I will argue with your mom over this. I will. Not really, but kind of. This was great. This dress was gorgeous to me, honey. Gorgeous. I was like, look at the sequins and how they are just shining with the light hitting them. That wig is sculpted for filth. You understand me? I'm talking about structure. I hate using that term rob because there's always, something, right? But this baby, I definitely saw in my finale. So like I did feel a ways. I felt a ways of Bonnie not being there. I was like, justice for Bond. Tayrus, Mongardi. Here you go. Listen, I have been tough this season. And I love you down, sister. I'm gonna have your back forever. I've been very tough on you this season. I've been also complimentary. I've been trying my best. Sister, this was the day in my reaction was like, oh, this is gorgeous. I said, oh, this is lavender on you is a great color. With this chocolate bodice, I kind of lived. It brought me back to the Met Gala look a little bit because I lived for that look too. But baby, this was pageantry down. I said, "Ooh, pageantry down, down." I said, "Yeah, she would have walked in. The girls would have lived. Could have even with needing a tad steam on the skirt, which we could also play into a light ruche, if you would." I just thought, "Oh, it fits great, doesn't it, Lux?" And it just looks so good, and it's the right wig. I was so proud. I didn't even know. I was a pop. It was what I thought. Yes, it's head to toe presentation for me. This is my favorite thing you've worn. Tens across the board, sister. To this look up, Tabrus. I was like, thank you. Here it is. That's the mark. This would have been great to walk for a finale. I was here for it. Gorgeous. Let's get into the top 4. Bones ate him up. Top 2 in terms of looks for the top 4, it was Bones and Celexa, but Bones, you peed, sister. I thought this was fire. Wig right, mug done. The outfit itself was gorgeous. Black is very hard to give sometimes, and you chewed, especially because of how you had that light fabric draping in the wind that was non-existent or whatever. You made it very viewable and palpable to the eye because of how you were moving with your garment, your body. I was pleased as punch watching this go down. Tens across the board for me for this one. Katrin Feelings, this is my favorite outfit I've seen for you this season. Material Girl, hold the Santana, no sauce. Y'all need to explain to me what this jellied eel shit. Where is Liam? Where is Liam today? Because I just saw a video about some pea. I don't know what that was, but it was like potatoes and pea soup and some pies that they put on top, and you're supposed to open it and drip it and like sop it up and like that. I said, wait. And then they showed the jelly eels with the. I said, now wait, what is happening here, Jesus? I need answers. What is and why? And it feels like it was something that was done at a certain time. That's like a tradition that's been held over, but whatever the case may be. Why am I talking about food? Katrin, this was pretty. This was really pretty. And not to say that you don't have pretty looks, because I'll be real, that entrance look too with the gold, I thought that was fire. I was like, yes, ma'am. But this is pretty. I said, oh, she is gorgeous. She did that. This magenta looks very nice on you with the blonde, and the makeup was stunning. I was like, okay, Katrin, that looks good. Yeah. I said, Brittany Broski is everything this week. Selects addiction, structure, architecture, down. This was a very good look for Celexa. I thought this was lovely too. It did remind me of a couple of other ensembles that she's put together. Not to say that I'm bored, because I'm not. I think Celexa is a talented artist when it comes to this version of creativity with the dragomants. It's that silhouette where it's very much tight to where the tit is up, down to the side, a little flare out, and then at the end you have a nice little train going down just at the bottom a little bit for the mermaid effect that's open so that the platforms can pump through, right? It's very good. I thought it was a very nice look. If no shade, Dyslexic, because this is great, last week's look, I think, is still my favorite thing I've seen her ever wear in my entire life. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. But this is gorgeous too. So Lex is a talent and would love to see her again in terms of like back on television, especially competing with others. Let her get back into like, oh, we sewing. It's another ball challenge. Yeah, let her cook. Elle Vosk. I thought she was pretty. I was a little surprised because it felt small, but she was very pretty. Does that make sense? It's a super soft, very pretty pink pastel fantasy. Um, I was a tad bit surprised because I thought this would go a bit bigger. It is a beautiful silhouette, but I thought this was going to come with a big nasty ball gown to give it. So I thought this was pretty. It's still nice, very simple. I like the Dior cut better with the previous week than I did with this week. And I think that's why I'm like, I wish this was bigger. I wish it was a bit like it hit harder for me. But she looks very pretty. Very, very, very pretty. I just from last week, because it was damn near the same silhouette except a hat and a coat, skirt bit. That one, like, it was touched down. So for me, this felt like we were in the collection of the same sort of Dior dresses. And then this is one of the looks, and I'm like, this is pretty, but I would rather have that one than this. But other than that, she looks gorgeous. I thought she was very pretty girl. Well, you know, when this is the final four and they're like judges' critiques, not really. More so, you're great, you're good, you're awesome, you're great, you're good, you're awesome, you're great, you're good, you're pretty, you're awesome. I'm so proud of you. Proud, proud, proud. You've come so far. Word stumbled a bit. You know the bit. Know the bit. Just press play on that. That's it. For the sake of whatever argument that you have, I don't care, but I'm not talking about them baby pictures. I'm tired. I'm tired. It's a beautiful moment, but it's also so traumatic for me. And I think because I've covered so many seasons of Drag Race, I just can't do it no more. I'm like, whoa, I don't want to go through your trauma. I've already gone through, I'm still going through my trauma. I think it's still a beautiful moment for people to hear whenever they talk to their younger selves and give those words of encouragement. So I'm not going to say take it away. I just have been through so much of that from everybody. I'm like, can't do it no more. I don't want to hear it. It's almost like you giving it to me. I know they're not, but I know they're not, but still, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm stupid. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's move on. God bless these kids. Untucked. Okay. I thought this part right out here, I thought this was going to be nothing, right? Girl, all of a sudden, first of all, Chai Tea Grande, it was like everybody versus Katrin at 1 second. I was like, what is going on today? And Chai Tea Grande, it's like, you said something about me not being memorable, this, that, and the other. And I'm thinking to myself, that was a roast. And I know that it was prompted by, did anyone feel a certain way about things said at the roast, which to me is like a dumb question to ask if it's a roast, because this shouldn't be taken seriously. And now we're about to take it seriously for the sake of a question. That was stupid. Like, it is a way to like bring engagement in terms of conversation, but I thought that was like, what the fuck are we doing here? That's the whole point of a roast. We don't need to have that conversation about what. So when Chai did that, I said, bounce that off. That's dumb. Viola girl. This is how I know you really ain't like the Tits McGee sometimes, because the way you made that so, Katrin, that my sister thing, and the way you were talking to me, I felt it was really uncalled for. Like, we're not friends. So what was the whole my sister thing? I'm sorry, you're not in the competition anymore. Did they not give you a brief at the setting in the place of them being at some sort of like wellness retreat and doing a roast, which again was a dumb concept to start. But the whole my sister bit is that she is supposed to be a counselor at this retreat and you are her sisters. Be very serious. I am an intelligent individual. Fuck are you? Because I was like, what is going on? What is your argument? And Katrin, stop that. What are you apologizing to this dumb for? She can't understand what you were. This is stupid. You still mad the other stuff. That's what that was about. I'm like, this is some old shit. And you just bringing this up to be like, well, you shouldn't have said nothing to me. Anywho, the whole thing. Hell. Also, Tayrus, was you cool with Katrin spilling the beans about y'all making out during a whole like segment of the Rusical and the situation with the alligators? Because let me tell you something, Katrin. I almost forgot about this because I was running through this episode. Hold on now. Why are we kissing and telling? Why are you telling these people that you don't know if these hoes is celebrating y'all's love? I'm shoot. What you mean? We know you slapping a cheek or getting a little cake or plowing and down. I don't know what you're doing. I was like, bitch, you don't tell these people our business. Oh, that was old. This part here, baby. When they talked to, and this is how I know that Viola is jealous of Katrin. She's probably not. This is just my assumption from watching the show. The way, and y'all, I didn't frame this correctly, but follow me here. When they were talking about relationships, like, did y'all know that Tayrus and Katrin was messing around with the whoop? Okay. Oh, we didn't know. Viola, I'm sort of disappointed because I would have left Tayrus had. I said, wait, what? Just so we're a reminder, mind you, the whole Katrin, I felt you hurt my feelings. Where's you? Wait, huh? I was like, oh, this is me. Whoa. That was the last nail in your heart, sister. Was when you found out that your op was fucking the person that you really wanted to clam bake you, wanted to slam and damn you, very Sodom and Gomorrah that ass. You was mad. Oh, all right. Oh. Bring Viola back on television again. I want that big head to be back on television with her rude ass. I like her. Couldn't have been me. Couldn't have been me talking about my sister. We're not friends. If you don't shut your grumpy ass up, you too young for this stuff. You was too young for this kind of energy. Be quiet. Shut your ass. Where is Alyssa Edwards? Where is Detox? Bitch, shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. Like, be quiet. You sound All right, let's go ahead and get on with it. They voted for Miss Congeniality, and Chai T. Grande was the winner. Congratulations to Chai T. Grande. Was there any cash involved? It's okay. It's a title. Go off, sister. They found you to be very kind. Very kind. And I guess memorable. So Katrin's read didn't really land since you were voted Miss Congeniality. Yeah. Katrin and Celexa found out they're not going to be contenders for the top 2. They did make it to the final 4. Congratulations to them. We'll probably see some of them, the majority, maybe, again. I will say that Celexa's exit was actually fire with the fuck you and this goddamn show. I thought that shit was funny. I was like, go off, Celexa. That was cute. But it's Elle Vox versus Bones. We all saw this coming for the finale where You Make Me Feel Mighty Reels performed. And it's not Sylvester, so it was odd, but I still was like, okay, let's give the lip sync its dues. This is the first time that Elle has had to lip sync. It's obvious. Bones is a stomper. Bones be stomping around that stage and then lip sync. Stomp around the stage again, lip sync. That baby stomping. That lady just walking around town. I'm like, come on, Sponge. I said, oh, okay. All right, Elle lose her shoe in the middle of the damn lip sync, baby. She don't even think to put it back on. She just said, I'm going to be flat on one foot and the other one will be all right. I said, okay, Jesus, this is interesting. It was very clear who was about to win this one. Lex for Filth. I'm talking about walking to the motherfucking boss's office, ready to tell on somebody. She walking like Dwight Schrute. Okay, about to tell on Jim Halpert. Put my stapler in Jello, that bastard. Like I said, okay, so you better stomp on through. Kyra Thrax, reigning UK queen. And so now here for the, of course, exchange and the title, Kyron looked hella good. Real Kyron, you look so good. From the coat to the reveal to the front, I was like, this is one of the, this is a good step down. This is a great step down look. Fabulous. I was here for it. The winner is Bones. Bones wins the season. Nothing to argue about, in my opinion. I have no qualms with it. I'm like, yes, 3 badge wins. Storytelling wise, too, it was a lot at stake because the girl had a reputation and it was very much put out there for her, which gave a little bit of anxiety. There were also moments where she was not at the top and she had to fight her way back. There was a little bit more of a clear, this makes some sense, and they had to very much work hard for this. Not to say that other girls didn't, but Bones did feel like there was a little bit more of a fight to get here versus the other one, who I thought did very well in the competition, never placed in the bottom, but they were getting this she's the underdog edit, and it was hard in the paint a tad bit for me. It was kind of like, Elle's not an underdog anymore. She's actually like one of the ones that's clearing. So what do we mean? She's this girl, please. Like, she showed you the first episode. Do not underestimate me. So I don't know. I was good. I was good with Bones winning. I thought Bones was severe, honestly, and they did very well in this competition. I enjoyed them at multiple routes. Yeah. And congratulations to Bones. And continuing on with the Crystal Versace household legacy, because in the same drag family. So pop off. It skipped Dee Delicious. She can come back and get it later, I'm sure, in another season. But congrats to Bones. I thought Bones was fire from the go. Now, to wrap my thoughts on this season in general, and I don't want to be nasty about it because these people do deserve love and we should celebrate these queens and, of course, support drag and all that good stuff. Storytelling wise, not my favorite. The gag and the gimmick that was used for the lucky cow, way too early, pute, wasted on an individual. I love the idea of being able to save somebody from a lip sync, but I think that should only apply before the lip sync. When it's 3 of them down there and you save one person and the other 2 girls have to go and fight. Doing that to where if they lose a lip sync and then they have to roll this and then it gives, all the girls voted that way, sometimes, in my opinion, feels bullshitty and very like, okay, do I trust this? Even if you take me in the room the next day and go, everyone voted this way, I still almost don't believe it, because I'm just like, what you mean? Like, y'all want to save the person who you know is Brickhousing, so you want to make sure that they continue to stay, so that way if they're in the bottom again in this kind of situations, like this repeat offense, no, boo, boo. That was wasted. I think some of the storylines were kind of flat for some people, not to shade them. I feel that our girls of color were underappreciated and underutilized this season, if you will, as well as a lot of weird edits around certain stuff, not to claim anything, but just sort of some things that made me go, okay, we'll parking lot that. I'm gonna walk away, but I will side eye because that didn't sound to me. And there was one person in particular, Taylor's, who made a whole thing about it that was actually like very much a real cop moment, and it kind of felt like they played it out like, it's okay, we don't mean that. No, we can invest. It can happen. We've seen it on other shows, but I don't know. It just kind of felt like we knew what was going to go down. That's the only reason I was a little underwhelmed, but I want to say the positives for sure were this cast. I liked majority, if not all, the people on the cast. I thought that there were some really great moments here and there that were pretty good. I did enjoy a little bit of the rivalry that was happening a little bit. That's why I said to myself, Viola, even though she annoyed me, was so necessary because she was definitely, as much as she didn't want to be, combative enough to where we'd have engagement of those harder conversations, of those, why are you making this a big deal? Why is this important to you? And I kind of like those moments, even if they annoy me a little bit. Most of the time, those people that we call villains, I actually find to be, well, they're just a little bit more complicated or a little bit more hard-headed. So let's see how this unfolds. But no, overall, I was not mad at the season, but it did start to drudge towards the end because it was like we kind of know where this is going. But shout out to Bones and shout out to everybody that was a part of this cast, honestly. All my love to you, nothing but success. It's hard out here in these streets, so I get it. But God bless them all, honestly. And thank you all for tuning in and watching my little program over Drag Race UK. Just a reminder, tomorrow I will be covering Canada's Drag Race season 6, and I will have those times posted midnight tonight, so you will know when I'm going live to get ready for that. And you won't see me again until the following week. But if you're on my Patreon, you will catch my Drag Race Espana reaction plus It Welcome to Derry reaction as well. So yes, and then get ready because I know season 18 is about to start dropping hints, if not a promo very soon, is around that time. So pay attention, everybody. Thank you to Drew on my Venmo. Oh my God, I skipped the baby photos too. Too much. LOL. Thank you so much for tipping me on my Venmo. And shout out to my boy DW. Thank you so very much. I see over there today. Thanks for the review. Thank you so much for the Cash App, Tippy Poo. Appreciate you. All right, everybody. Thank you again for tuning in. All links in the About section. If you did want to throw me a little bit of love, it goes a long way with PayPal.me/Rants, Cash App $924, and Venmo-Rants. I'll see you tomorrow for Canada. If you're a part of my Patreon, be on the lookout for the Canada reaction. If I don't have it tonight, I will have it posted in the morning, but I'm trying to do it tonight so that I'm not too stressed in the morning. But I will get there. Promises. I'll let you know. There's a lot going on. Okay, but thank you again for tuning in. Take care, everybody. Love you down, and be good to yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. I'll see you for the next one. Bye, everybody.
Listen.